Hi everybody, and welcome back to the channel. It's been a couple weeks since I did the last video. That was the final video for the AMT White Freightliner build. I just needed a little break from the videos after pulling that one off, and needed a little break from building model trucks. Just just a couple more weeks. I'm gonna order the AMT International Transtar kit and get going on that. Hopefully, I don't know, in 3 or 4 weeks. But I have been doing other things. I've been working on my HO scale shelf layout, and I wanted to show you guys a kit I picked up for a very specific reason for that layout, because the shelf layout is kind of long and narrow. It's very compact, and that is the Walthers Cornerstone Arrowhead Ale kit. It's a 2-story industrial building, and it's very thin, very long and narrow. And the reason why I needed that is it's going to fit in here, and right about here I only have about a 2¼ inches to work with, and it probably fattens out to about 5 inches there. And that total length on my layout in this empty lot is about 13 inches. So I needed a structure for this siding, something industrial, something for shipping and receiving, for industrial deliveries, for this siding. For my Conrail layout, this is the Mid State Conrail Cutoff that I've been working on from right to left. I've been concentrating in the middle here. This is the Conrail yard, this building that I've been working on for about 2 months. I just wish I could move the trains, but I'm not gonna be able to do that right now. I just kind of finished up this crossing, and I'm still working on the roadway. That's a Walthers crossing for kind of a tight two-lane country road. Pretty happy with how that came out. And then you can see the turnoff into the Conrail office. Got a little bit of a swale there. I got to put a culvert pipe here to go under. And then, I've got there's my little switcher and a couple Conrail boxcar and a caboose. And I got this Reading boxcar that I really weathered. And then I got this Conrail gondola car or hopper car. But now I'm going to focus on filling this space in. I haven't ballasted this track in case I need to just adjust it slightly. So that's why I got this, which has a very long, narrow footprint. You can see it's only 2 1/8 inch wide. It's 12¼ inches long. So that's going to fit very well. So I just ordered this off of Amazon. It came on Saturday. And again, yeah, this is HO scale. As with all of the Walthers kits, the instructions are pretty general. They really just kind of show you how the elevations go together, and you're on your own, but they aren't very difficult kits, especially if you build plastic model cars or trucks or armor or something. You'll find these quite easy and enjoyable because they're not too stressful. You have the decals. This is some type of brewery, which I do think I'll use those. I don't mind that theme. You got, it looks like 1, 2, at least 3 or 4 sprues. But the one piece that I'm interested in is the footprint. That's this guy. So we're looking at piece number 3 here, and let's go see how this fits on the layout. And just by the way, there's the White Freightliner. He's sitting up there on my shelf looking really pretty. He's sitting next to his big brother here. That's the Revell Peterbilt wrecker. I did a series of videos on that guy as well. Finished him up last July after working on him. Started him in 2003. Obviously, I took a huge break for life getting in the way, but I did finish him up last July, and you can see those videos on my YouTube channel. But I can't believe how small the Freightliner looks, and they're the same scale. I had to check that compared to the wrecker. It's just unbelievable, but figured I'd mention that. Anyways, back to this. I think this is going to fit perfect. I might move this fence line that separates the Conrail property from the brewery property to the left I think I'm gonna have to give myself a little more room there. This is the loading dock. I still have some room to get it up closer to the track and still fit up against the wall of the room. And some room to get some ballast in there to separate the loading dock from the track. So that's why I picked this kit. Now I am gonna have a problem. I'm gonna need a filler panel for this left elevation and a filler panel for the roof to go up against the wall here. So I'm not sure how I'm gonna do that. That is the only drawback. Otherwise it's gonna go like this, and that doesn't make any sense because then the track is no longer parallel, or the siding is no longer parallel with the loading dock. So I gotta figure out what we're gonna do there. But this was the best option. I looked at a lot of different kits. In the Walthers flyer, yeah, there it is. I think that's about exactly what I paid on Amazon. And most of these others are, well, here's another one that would have worked too, maybe not. So anyways, you get the gist. I needed something that was more of a backdrop that was thin and long, and this fit the bill. I'm going to start to get into this. I'll do some videos of me building it. I'm really looking forward to this this front elevation, this brick facade. A lot of opportunity here for some really nice weathering. And then it has the stone water table, which I think is another great opportunity, some really nice weathering. So this is a really an older building, 18th, 19th century building. I could see a structure like this being 100, 110, 120 years old. So just perfect for what I was looking for. So that is the next project. I'm going to build this over the course of the next probably 3 or 4 weeks. And by then I'll have the AMT, the TriStar, International TransStar. And we'll get going on that. So that's what we're looking at over the course of the next several months here at Building and Scale Studios. So I appreciate everybody that watches the videos, even if you scrub through them, if you leave a like or a comment. I love the comments. You guys leave good comments. I enjoy reading them, and I try to reply to every one of them. So thanks again, everybody. And as always, thanks for watching. Bye-bye.